So yeah, exciting news for Liverpool supporters. The club have announced that they are going to redevelop the Anfield Road end. This is something that's been in the offing for quite some time, since basically they announced that they were going to redevelop the main stand. Initially it was part of the planning process, the planning application rather, was that they would redevelop the Anfield Road end, but they announced earlier this year that they were going to let that lapse. That lapsed in September, that planning application, and now they are going to submit a new one. Under the scheme, what it'll mean is the Anfield Road end will go to 16,000 seats. That means basically they're going to add an extra 7,000, the majority of which will be general admission tickets. There will be some hospitality, but it will mean that there'll be more Liverpool supporters getting into the ground on match day. Basically, part of the process, it's a two-part process, which will start with a consultation, which starts on Friday, where they're going to speak to local residents and local businesses about the scheme. And then if that goes to plan, they will then press ahead with it in the new year, and then they will come up with some detailed plans and hopefully put in a proper planning application then. I mean, we've been lucky enough to have a look at some of the plans, and it looks like there's going to be a big tier. Basically at the moment, the Anfield Road end, there is obviously two tiers. There's a very smaller one, that top tier, and that will be removed, and I think they're going to basically look to build a new one on top of that. It also means extending out to the Anfield Road end, and that will also mean that basically building over the Anfield Road. So Anfield Road, the actual road itself, will be cut into two. It will be two dead ends either side. There'll also be a space outside the back of the Anfield Road end, which will be similar to the one that's at the main stand. Basically what that will also mean is that Anfield will then, if it goes to a capacity, which will go to a capacity of just over 61,000, we believe, that it will then be behind only Manchester United's Old Trafford and Tottenham's new White Hart Lane Stadium as the biggest club grounds in England. So very exciting. The cost, very difficult to obviously nail down the cost until they've finally done the detailed plans for it, but Liverpool are probably looking, reckon, in the region of £60 million, which it was 100 million for the main stand, £60 million. They've also put in £50 million on the new training ground at Kirby to go alongside the academy. So massive investments in infrastructure from FSG, and exciting times for Liverpool.